The new Pokemon in the Paldea region are pretty darn cute. It's just too bad about every single one of them's got something on their rap sheet. Today, I'm going to rank some of the new Pokemon that we're going to discover in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet by their felony charges they would be convicted of. Now in our tier list, we're going to have community service and misdemeanors at the bottom, 1 to 3 years, 5 to 10, 25, a life sentence, and then death row. And without further ado, let's get started. First we have Spidops, and I know what you're thinking, this one's a little tricky, but if you really pay attention, he's got the ability Stakeout. And Spidops, Spider Cop.
What are you, a cop?
Yep, this guy's a cop. Wouldn't that mean he's putting these Pokemon in jail? Wrong. This guy got caught for planting evidence on a Pikachu the other day, and now he's been charged with tampering with evidence. Classic. Now, surprisingly, this is usually a misdemeanor, but luckily for cops, thanks to Penal Code 141, it's actually a felony, so he'll be given 5 years for this.
Right to jail.
Next, we got Salamance's new form, Roaring Moon, who constantly goes around in public mooning people. Now, his charge was pretty obvious. He got public indecency and was given a misdemeanor. Salamence, I know what you're thinking, but you just gotta keep it to yourself, okay? And then we also had Grafaiai the other day in court as he poisoned a man, and his defense in court was pretty bad. He said he was compelled to do it for his prank channel thanks to his ability Prankster, and that did not go too well for him. So he received 10 years for felony murder in the 3rd degree, and then he received a life sentence for having a prank channel. Absolutely despicable.
Right to jail, right away.
Next, we got Relor, which I don't really know how to say that name, but he is a dung beetle. So his crime is fairly obvious. He's been charged with public defecation and will receive community service. Next, we got Revavroom, who's a vehicular Pokemon that's been known to not pay a lot of his speeding tickets. But the real kicker is that he actually got caught for fixing a few races and making a lot of money through betting, and now he's facing 3 to 5 years in prison. You almost had it.
Believe it or not, jail.
Delibird's a Pokemon that didn't originate in the Paldea region, but was charged with fraud as he was caught using his hustle ability to scam a lot of tourists out of a lot of money.
We've been Smeckledorfed.
That's not even a word, and I agree with you.
And that gave him a solid 10 years in prison.
You right to jail.
Now we also have a new form for Tentacruel called Toadscruel, which is now a mushroom? And you know what they say, you are what you eat. Yep, this guy was caught for drug dealing. And though mandatory minimums are stupid, they're still a thing, and so he's got 10 years.
Believe it or not, jail, right away.
Dunsparce now has a new evolution, and bro, this guy just added another Dun to his name, and Dunsparce centipeded himself to one of his own kind. That's right. That right there is medical malfeasance and a medically unbacked surgery.
We have the best patients in the world. Because of jail.
So, this guy's given a life sentence.
Jail.
Next we have King Gambit, which recently tried to take over the world, spouting some nonsense about being the Supreme Commander. Anyways, he's still awaiting trial at a maximum security prison, so we're still waiting to hear back on what happens to him. Now I know this is a short video, but this is more of a way for me to test the waters on if this is sort of content that you guys would like to see. I know that a lot of other PokeTubers are making more competitive rankings on these Pokemon, but I felt like somebody needs to step up and really cover the serious topics about Pokemon. So if you want more ranking videos like ranking felony charges or who could split up your parents, then make sure to like the video. If this gets up to 5,000 likes, I'll make sure to make another one just like this very soon, as I have another really fun idea. But as always, everybody, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.